Use them accordingly, please.
Hey guys, welcome to
Mines.
the channel.
If you have the
Alpha Striker
following DLC, mines are an item you can acquire and craft. Mines are typically used in extremely portable explosive technique. There's two purposes of using mines. Laying traps for night hunters and making a pile of them around a vault nest only for a night walker. Well, easily avoided, mines are very rarely used, and this one often catch a night hunter off guard, dealing massive damage to him. It takes about 3 mines to kill a night hunter when fighting him 1 versus 1, and they will do less damage to more people on your team. However, keep in mind, mines can cause friendly fire and down unaware friendlies. Mines are a very rare item used in night hunter games, and they're best used as a wild card. Please treat them and use them as such. Grenades. To me, grenades only have one purpose: to clear out massive night walker or goons around the vault nest. While explosives are dangerous against a night hunter, they're very unreliable. The night hunter can see a warning sign that the explosion coming this way. Grenades are best used against a night walker horde with a survivor team of 3 or more, due to how big and dangerous a night horde can become around nests. And Molotovs are a weaker version of grenades. Throwing stars. Throwing stars are also a very niche tool that you can use. The only ones that will even make a lick of a difference would be exploding and freezing stars. Exploding stars will explode on whatever enemy it's stuck to, good for picking off stray night walkers. And freezing stars will keep goons from moving in on you if you're attacking a nest. Aside from those specific uses, please stay away from them. Flammable and conductive. Another niche item. These are only good for stunning a massive Nightwalker horde or hitting a vault nest with an elemental effect. These are a much safer version of grenades and need to be used with a weapon with said elemental effect on it to even function. However, unless you have a major problem with Nightwalker hordes, and I mean really terrible, this isn't pretty much the worst. Now that we have the proper kit, it's time to talk about weapons. I'll be covering the main quote-unquote categories of them: one-handed weapons, two-handed
மேல கொஞ்சம் ஊத்து பார்த்தனா தெரிஞ்சிரும் போல எங்கங்க
weapons, firearms, crossbow, normal bows and
அவ்வளவுதான் எல்லாம் சேஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க என்ன
arrows. Now before I go on, no matter what weapon you use, no matter how much damage it says it does, no matter what elemental effect applied to it, no matter how rare the weapon is, no matter how many legendary damage multipliers you have on it, no matter how many king mods you have on the weapon, it always does the same amount of damage to the Night Hunter. The damage that is not affected by client-side factors. A simple lead pipe will do as much damage to a Night Hunter as a gold rank and some of the 2,000 basic. However, the factors that will affect damage are what kind of weapon you're using, i.e. a one-handed, two-handed, etc. How many teammates are you with, the range, and if the swing was a normal swing or a heavy swing. That's it. Now there are what I like to call weapon categories. I'll explain what each of these means, starting with one-handed weapons. One-handed weapons are any weapon you can swing with one hand. Simple enough: lead pipe, a baseball bat, machete, crowbar, khopesh, katana, anything that is held and swung with one hand. If you don't know if it's a one-handed weapon, test to see if you can death from above a zombie. If you can, it's a one-handed weapon. A one-handed weapon needs to be in your arsenal. It does consistent damage to both night hunters and nests. Always keep one on you. Now, one-handed weapons have different ranges. There's pluses and minuses to these. You have small, medium, and long-range weapons. Small-range weapons like hammers, pipes, hatchets, and wrenches have small ranges, meaning that will need to be closer to your target to deal the most amount of damage. However, they swing faster and are less prone to being caught on the wall when swinging. Dying light
ஒழுங்கா அதை
can
நைட்லேயே
sometimes lock your weapons into a wall if it has a large swing radius.
ஃபுல்லாக ஸ்க்ரீனாக போட்டு வச்சுக்கிறாங்க.
இதே
And
ஒரு
this can be
ஐடிக்கு
troublesome.
லெவல் வச்சுன்னா
Next, you have medium range
இங்கிருந்து
weapons,
இன்னும் ஒரு
stuff
2000
like
சில்லற போடும் பொழுது
crowbars, machetes, and sickles. They have medium range and medium swing rates, a nice middle ground for one-handed weapons. Finally, you have long-range weapons, things like katanas, swords, and baseball bats.
முதல்ல இந்த நாயை தான் காலி பண்ணும்.
These have the largest reach of any one-handed weapon, but they take
அட்லீஸ்ட்
a bit of time to swing. Honestly, you need to have a one-handed weapon. Ranging and swing speed and the personal preference. A final note is that throwing your weapon at a 900, while being risky, can really pay off. It will deal twice the amount of damage of one swing with it, and if you can land a hit.
ஆல்ரெடி நான் முக்கணும் நான் இங்கே வந்துட்டு.
But you also lose the risk of losing the weapon. Use caution. Now, two-handed weapons. All two-handed weapons function the same. At the cost of being slower to swing than any one-handed weapon, a two-handed weapon will deal twice as much damage as a one-handed weapon would. This is great for comboing attacks together, especially with a one-handed weapon. Also, two-handed weapons are more common on teams of survivors because teams individually do less damage than night-hunters. But a two-handed weapon will still dish out some serious pain. Also, throwing a two-handed weapon is an option. It takes longer to prep a two-handed weapon to be thrown, and it's thrown entirely different than a one-handed weapon. However, it is really powerful. In fact, it is so powerful that you can one-hit kill a night hunter with a throw two-handed weapon if you're fighting him solo. Knives are another weapon of choice. Knives only have two purposes, really. Destroying volatile nests really fast, and as a backup death from above attack option. However, knives should mainly only be used to destroy nests. If pressed up against a target and crouching, you'll swing your knife really fast. To burn through the health of volatile nests and night walkers. This tactic is best used when a night hunter is either dead or not paying attention. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting off a pissed off night hunter and you only have a puny little knife out. While it is possible to kill a night hunter with a knife, and I've done it a few times myself, the only scenarios you should use a knife is either when the night hunter misses to ground pound or is caught in a confined area and he can't escape to recuperate his health. Otherwise, use the knife as a tool to destroy volatile nests and not as a weapon. Firearms are another choice to use. Before I go on, you must know that firearms are the weakest weapons, nerf-wise, used against the knife. For balancing purposes, all firearms deal the least amount of damage compared to what they normally do in a normal game. However, you should not disregard firearms altogether. While there's only a few firearms in the game, the only ones you should really concern yourself with are pistols, SMGs, military rifles, double-barrel shotguns, and the semi-auto shotgun. The pistol is a fairly consistent source of damage if you can land your shots. Nothing amazing, but it will do more damage per shot than any rifle. The military rifle is the rifle you should use over police rifles due to fully automatic and having 10 extra bullets in the magazine. The military rifle is best used to try and gun down a severely wounded night hunter. Hitting them with even one bullet will interrupt his healing process or even kill him if he's running away. The final firearms you should even consider using are the double-barrel shotgun or the semi-auto shotgun. Both the double-barrel and the semi-auto shotgun have the same stats, assuming the double-barrel is gold. Meaning if you have access to the semi-auto, use it over the double barrel. The shotgun's main purpose is to deal decent damage to a night hunter in close range or to kill goons defending nests rather quickly. Finally, there are SMGs. SMGs are a hybrid of pistols and a military rifle. It has the largest magazine in the game, shoots fast and accurately. The only downside is ammo is more scarce than any other forms of ammo in the game. The crossbow is a great weapon to have. If you have the following DLC, I highly recommend you put the crossbow in your arsenal. The crossbow does decent damage to volatile nests. Great if you want to damage nests and you're being up high to avoid bomber hordes or acid spit. And it's also great for damaging night hunters. While the crossbow has 4 types of bolts, the two you should really only focus on are regular bolts and crossbow bolts. Regular bolts are just plain
மெயின் வில்லா
damage.
Reinforcement
Toxic bolts are for toxic effects, nests, and briefly hindering the Night Hunter's healing process. If you hit a Night Hunter with a toxic bolt, you'll slowly decrease the Night Hunter's health by 13, and it will take longer for the Night Hunter to heal. The bow is in a similar situation for the crossbow. However, there are a few differences. Bows will do more damage to Night Hunters, actually, and they have access to different types of projectiles. Bows, however, do not do as much damage as a crossbow will to a vaulted nest, and you'll need to pull the bow back fully in order to fire the arrow. It's also not bad to use electric, explosive, or fire bows on vaulted nests. A final addendum for weapons is weapon durability and elemental effects. During Night Hunter invasions, weapons will never degrade. No matter what you swing and attack it with, the weapons will never degrade. Also, if you're playing on the countryside, all buggies will never use gas or have their parts take damage. Finally, there's elemental effects. These only affect NPC zombies and the nests you can kill. The effects you can add to a melee weapon are heating, freezing, toxic, fire, electricity, and impact. Out of all the elements to use, the only one that you really shouldn't use is bleeding. All other elemental effects will at least do something to evolve the nest. Never noticed bleeding does that. Toxic is really good if you want to deal damage over time to a nest. Same with electricity and fire. However, if you stand close enough to the volatile, you'll take damage. Freezing is seldom useful unless you want to freeze night walkers and it's on a knife or other weapon that's actually fast. A thing to note is that during the last nest or the last human life, it will get darker and start to rain. When it starts to rain in Dying Light, all zombies become really good conductors of electricity, and this can help keep night walkers off you by electrocuting them for several seconds. Impact isn't amazing unless paired with an electricity mod. For this reason, my personal preference is electricity as a one-handed weapon, toxic or a knife with a toxic effect on it to help destroy nests really fast. Now that you're properly geared up, it's time to talk about some abilities you have as a human. These can help greatly if you want to fight the Night Hunter off with anything but weapons. Arguably the coolest and the flashiest is Death from Above. If you have this ability unlocked, you can Death from Above the Night Hunter. This is where you hold your mouse button down and you have a one-handed weapon out, and you try to drop down from a big height on top of a Night Hunter. Keep in mind it takes a great height in order to deal death from above to a Night Hunter. However, if you can successfully death from above to the Night Hunter, it'll always result in an insta-kill. Another ability you have is to drop kick the Night Hunter. If you run up to the Night Hunter and you successfully kick him with a drop kick, you and him will be locked into an animation where the Night Hunter will be brutally kicked away from you. It will deal a good portion of damage, and if the Night Hunter is behind spikes, you will impale him onto them, killing him. This logic also applies to avoiding a tackle. If you avoid his tackle, the Night Hunter will foolishly ram himself into the spikes. This even applies to if you can shave off a Night Hunter when he's trying to pounce you. This is another ability humans do. Well, I wouldn't call it really like an unlockable ability, but it's an ability you should need to know nonetheless. Being able to shake off a Night Hunter that's trying to pounce you. If you start to see tendril, weird-looking tentacle thing wrapping around you, the Night Hunter is pouncing you. You only have about 1 second to react before your fate is sealed. To stop the pounce, you need to shine a source of UV light in the Night Hunter's direction. This will cause him to fling off of you. If timed correctly and in the right place, this will fling the Night Hunter off into spikes, resulting in an insta-kill. Another habit you should get into is dodging. Dodging is a good habit to get into, mainly for avoiding ground pound and spits. Dodging will also help keep your movement patterns varied, making sure the Night Hunter has to keep track of your movement at all times. Rolling is something to also keep in mind. Rolling is an ability you unlock where you can survive a fall that would otherwise hurt you by hitting your crouch key before you hit the ground. This is good especially if you get knocked off the roof of a ground pound, a failed grappling hook, or if you were just simply careless. Keep in mind, fatal falls will still kill you. Now that we've covered the human aspect and all available tools, now it's time to talk about fighting the Night Hunter by yourself
நம்ம இப்ப
or
ஹெல்ப்
with
பண்ண
a team.
பாத்தீங்களா அதுதான்
What's better?
இப்பதான் நம்ம வந்து நம்ம
There's positives and negatives to fighting the Night Hunter.
ஸ்ட்ராப்
நெக்ஸ்ட்
இப்போ நம்ம என்ன
Solo
கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்
with the team.
matters about the
Really, it's
ஆல்ரெடி
gonna
ஒன்று
boil down
கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கேன் ஆனா அது என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சேன்னு தெரியவில்லை
to preference, really. However, I still want to know the differences for you because you should know them. When you fight a Night Hunter solo, you're on your own. Unless you have your game public, no one can help you. You'll need to fend for yourself.
பரவாயில்ல இந்த கிராஃபிக்ஸ் லெவலாம் டீடைல்
If you hit zero health, you will die.
got a problem
However, there's pluses to being mainly portraying the damage you can deal to the Night Hunters and the power of your UV tools. Damage scales for humans against Night Hunters, meaning the more people on a survivor team, the less damage you can deal to them individually.
இந்த ஆட்டோல
If a Night Hunter misses a ground pound against a solo player, that means the survivor can most likely kill him because it only takes 3 hits from a one-handed weapon to kill him.
கோப்பை வச்சு நான்
Also, your UV flashlight will affect the Night Hunter better. You will drain the Night Hunter's energy faster.
எப்படியோ
You will also have access to 2 flares per recharge. This could be a lifesaver, making 2 portable save zones from the Night Hunter being your last chance to enjoy
அது எங்கிட்ட
The reason humans have less powerful UV tools with more players on is that survivors should be
நான்
cooperative.
விளையாடுறதுக்கு இந்த கேம்
UV lighting of the Night Hunter can direct the survivor with UV suppressant, heal others, fight volatile nests, etc.
into the way out
A final note is that more people on survivor's team, the longer it will take for survivors to respawn if they die.
என்னது இவங்களா
This is meant to punish teams for not cooperating, keeping themselves together.
நைட்டா
Well, it might sound bad to play on a
இது
team.
ஒரு எஃப்என்டி பேஸ் தான் போல இருக்கு.
It's really not. There's always positives in working with a team. Obviously, having people to rely on if you're being attacked is great. Also, as long as a human wasn't pounced or knocked to the spikes, they won't actually immediately die. They will enter a bleed out state where if they aren't picked up